Hello, hello. It can be a little bit shaky because it's super uncomfortable position because this shelf is very high. And as always, I had some technical difficulties. It looks like for some reasons my phone stopped to recognize the microphone through the cable and I had to use a different one. And hello, get a job, you lazy bum. Hello, hello, welcome. I saw your messages. We'll begin in a minute. I'm just making sure everything is working correctly. And it's silly because I don't see... Oh, okay, I can see your messages. Okay. Again, about alien stage, you are merciless when it comes to this one. Zombie stage. Okay, so this is a season 2, I assume. Hi, Kiri. How are you? Welcome. My new boss is goofy. I did not read it yet. I just take a look inside a little bit. There's also anime adaptation, and it's really nice. It's really funny. There's a lot of humor. There's some spicy scenes, but it's not all about that. It's more about humor, and I enjoy humor. So I would say yes, read it. And I want to read it. It's high on my read list. And with the alien stage and all of those BLs, like I have to prioritize. I'm extremely busy with work, and even this stream today was squeezed because so many people were interested during last time if we will have next stream or when will we have it. So I didn't want to wait until next Friday, and I see that if it's regular, then more people show up. So today also recommendation of the day will be a little bit different. So I won't be giving a new one. I'll be still going with the one from Wednesday, which is Office Hero. And so if you want to know a little bit more about this title, you have to watch first few minutes of the previous stream, but still okay, or I won't. I wanted to show the picture, the cover, but tomorrow will come the episodes for zombie stage. The title is very ominous. I don't know, maybe all of them are dead at this point of season 2, so that's why it's called zombie. I don't know. So yeah, so I'm still watching, but it's very slow for me. As I mentioned before, because of the many different other things going on. Yeah, so yes, I'm pushing slowly through it. Maybe on next Friday I'll finish it. Let's see. So yeah. So today will be the last stream regarding 7 Seas Entertainment. I kinda wanted to stop with video number 2, where I covered the main shelf. Let's say, let's call it like that. Another favorite phrase which I use very often. But there's another shelf which is kinda here. It's much smaller than the other one, but because the collection is growing, I'm running out of space. So this is like 50-50 with Tokyo Pop. So I could even create a 4th video about Tokyo Pop, but there are only a few titles in there. So I will wait until the full shelf is populated with Tokyo Pop. But regarding 7 Seas Entertainment, we have some quite a lot of titles in here, and we also have quite interesting titles in here. Something maybe less mainstream, but there are really good ones in here. I will take my time. Okay, so it will be a little bit wobbly because I need to find a perfect angle to show this. As I mentioned, the shelf is taller than me, than my head, so it will be a little bit difficult. So at the beginning we have Barbarities, Volume 1, 2, and 3. I did not read it, I won't lie. So I'm not sure what this is about, so we'll have to discover this together. But it looked kinda cool and something a little bit different. So this Middle Ages era, not something modern. So this is the description at the back. So I will protect you with my entire being. When Lord Montague's life is threatened, Viscount Adam Canning is assigned to be his bodyguard. So a little bit English names. Adam is blonde, dashing nobleman who is able to woo anyone who catches his eye. When he sees Lord Montague's nephew, Joel, Adam is immediately smitten, but Joel is too busy rooting out crime and corruption to fall for Adam's charms. Of course, that just makes Adam want him even more. Standard chasing mouse and a cat situation. Can Joel stay focused or will he fall for the devilishly handsome Viscount? From genre favorite creator Tsutsa Suzuki comes a BL romance in a world inspired by Renaissance Europe. So exactly what kind of drove me to this title. It's 17 plus, not 18 plus. Why do we never see your face? Can you show? No pressure. Why do I don't show? Because I don't want to show my face. I don't. I feel comfortable with showing my face, but this type of blog or channel is not so much about me and my face. It's more about titles. I'm not aspiring to be, the influencer which showcase books, but I want to be a person who showcase books in that sense. But also another reason is my job. Like, I don't want people to easily associate my profession with my YouTube channel. Although again, if anyone would ask me if it's mine or if I do it, I would say it's mine. I'm not ashamed of that. It's just I think I speak a lot of publicly. I have very important position at my company. So yeah, so I don't maybe want to for now to be connected in that way. Maybe if we reach 100,000 subscribers, then we'll think about maybe me being in front of camera. But because, like, again, I do a lot of public speaking and speeches in front of many people because of my job, so that's not the case. It's just, yeah, I want the books to be the main focus point of this channel. So yeah, so this is the volume 1. Let me take a look inside. So this is the first illustration, which you can see, which look very nice. And let's see a little bit deeper what's in there. Yeah, so this is a little bit how characters look like. Adam and Eve. So he's quite open with his advances toward the main. Although I don't know which one is main character and main lead. The black-haired one will be most likely a bottom with the curly hairs. It was very popular back then to have long hairs. So there is some courting, there is some intimacy. I love anime. Sleepy Roast. Is there anime of this one? He looks like a Greek god. Okay, so one more sample. Let's look for something interesting. That will always, it's so funny when they paint those characters like that. They give them this vibe. Where do you buy all of these books? Get a job, you lazy bum. Where this question is coming from? Like, you come to most of my live streams, and I always repeat that I purchase them on Amazon. Most of them are on from Amazon, and the only reason is because it's usually the cheapest place for me to get them, or they're available there, because in some cases they are not available. Well, I gotta go see a Sleepy Rose. See you. See you next time. So this is the volume 2. And let's see if there's any beautiful art inside at the beginning, like it was with the volume 1. Not so much. There's a colored version of the cover in here. And this is the second colored page. So other hotties. Amazon Kindle, Amazon bookstore. Yeah, I get them from Amazon. And like 2 days ago, we did Amazon unboxing. So this is the volume 3. And there will be another unboxing at some point. For now, I don't have any new titles at my home. I need to order some new titles. Need to check my Amazon wish list and order some of them from Barnes and Nobles. Yeah, I guess you are from US or UK, because I most likely US, because this is, I think, Barnes and Nobles is in US. Yeah, so that's the one. I cannot tell you much about this Barbarities. If you are in this Renaissance Europe themes, then this could be a nice read. I did not read it yet, but I read the next one, which is, let me put this so it doesn't fall, or if it falls it doesn't get damaged. Yeah, I know you get from Amazon, but only, is there a shop you recommend at all? Yes, only because, as I mentioned some time ago, I don't live in English-speaking country, so there are BL titles, and there's a lot of them, and some of them are way ahead with translations when it comes to English releases. They are here, and they are cheaper. They are usually, they have lower quality. They are a little bit smaller. They are very alike, like Japanese versions. So not such a great quality. So cutting cost when it comes to paper, and format is smaller. But I don't like my native translations. I prefer English one, if not Japanese ones, but I cannot read Japanese. And so I purchase English ones. And when it comes to importing English titles, Amazon is usually the quickest when it comes to deliveries, and again, the price is the best. There was like Atom Shop. This was like the name of the shop, which specialized in comics, because I also showed some time ago that I also collect comics, and this is like Alien comics, and I had like a Son of Superman when he's bisexual. Or Invincible, or Phoenix from X-Men. So I also collect those, but not so eagerly as before. And I was ordering from this Atom Comics shop. And they had better prices than Amazon, because at some point prices on Amazon surged a lot when it came to mangas. But now it kinda dropped, but it's still way above what it used to be. But again, it's the cheapest, so that's why. So I would love to go to shop and you know, browse through English titles, but there are none locally, because in this Atom Shop there are at store, but it's a different city. It's like 300 kilometers, 200 miles away from my area. So it's tricky, even if it will be a little bit more expensive, but the experience of going in person, touching the manga, browsing, picking the perfect one without any bend, tear, or damage, that's the whole point. What is the worst manga you wish you didn't buy so I can stay away from it? Is that Vampire Knights series? I see. Kiri, we'll get to you. Get a job, Lazy Bum. Yes, that is. It's Vampire Knights Memories. So it's like a after story sequel to Vampire Knights original series. I have 9 volumes. I kinda stopped at 6th volume. But this is the one I also really like, because it's not only about BLs, as I mentioned. So I'm really considering buying this box with original Vampire Knight series. Only the Ring Fire knows, Kiri. I don't know if I know this one. I'm very bad with titles. I'm good with faces and with the story. Maybe you can describe a little bit of story, then maybe I will know it. And going to the question of Lazy Bum, which one I regret buying, I think the most the most fresh memory of the one I regret is actually not here. It should be here, I think. Yes, it's here. It's on the right, and it's this one. This one, which is the feisty Omega and his twin mates. And the regret is even stronger because it's a series, so it's volume 1, so I don't plan on buying other ones, other volumes after this, the first one. It's so shitty. I don't like it a lot. Like, I don't like triples, frapples, and those configurations. But okay, this was something different. Let's try it. So I first bought it before I read it, and then it was like, oh my god, like the stupidity of level in here are over the charts. So, but maybe you'll like it. Like, I have very specific taste. My tastes not always align with the majority of the people, so I would say my taste is a niche, and I always like, everyone is going crazy about Jinx at the moment, and I stressed out multiple times that I'm not a fan of this one. I'm not so crazy about. I'm even mad a little bit about this title. But everyone is crazy. Everyone is, oh my god, screaming, crying, and whatever. If they will print Jinx, I will most likely purchase it because how popular this title is. And I also enjoy it for quite some time until enough was enough for me. So yeah, why did you not like it? I did not like it because I believe, even if they are fictional characters, there should be some level of self-respect when it comes to usually bottom characters, because these ones are mostly abused, used, hurt, damaged physically and mentally over time, and there was a huge abuse for 60 chapters in Jinx. And I don't know why women, because it is usually written by women, this is the fantasy of women, this kind of abuse. And then there's a redemption arc and everything is forgotten, forgiven. You can forgive something, but it doesn't mean you forget and you go back to it, because it was a toxic dynamic. It was, very damaging. Like, it's a Stockholm syndrome, where you cannot leave your abuser because you are so, attached to him. And this is kinda the situation with that. But as I said, like, nice face and big dick is enough to forgive and forget everything. But that's because that's basically it, what's in there. because we cannot deny they look really nice, and this main I think the top is the main character in there, is very good looking, is, you know, charming in its own way, and everything you would hope for and pray for, except his character and behavior. So, you know, it's like with 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey was also extremely successful and was super abusive dynamic, although at some point he started to move away from that much earlier than Jinx did. And there was a whole retrospective and development of Christian, I think his name was Christian, throughout 4 books. And with this one, it's not like that. It's not so deep. So mostly the case, I don't like it because I feel very bad for Kim, for the doctor, and I think he should respect himself more with that situation and with what happened. And if they maybe put much more pressure on I don't know, repairing this, or making Kim more aware of where he is and how he reacts to what's going on, that would make it more appealing to me. But they made him dumb, what they usually do with those bottom characters. They make them stupid, and this is exactly what I didn't like with the feisty Omega, because the stupidity was over the charts, and this helplessness, they make them, lady in distress type of situation, like, I'm locked in a tower and now come and save me, my savior. Like, come on, bitch, please. Yeah, everyone's taste is different. I will most likely come back to Jinx, as I mentioned before, because it's finished, 102 volumes. So just to close this chapter, I will purchase this most likely, but yeah, it won't be on my top, it won't be on the top of my list to recommend when it comes to titles. Honestly, I wish I didn't read Jinx. Baju, hello, how are you? Welcome back. So I was with the feisty Omega. But now moving to really good title, which is Restart After Coming Back Home. So it's a typical story of a guy who left his village to work in the city, coming back to his home village and finding love in here. And what's nice about this story, it's not driven by sexy scenes, it's driven by plot, it's very heartwarming, very healing, very chill. This story also have, I think, live action movie adaptation, or it was in production. I practically had to ask permission my chubby to watch this. I'm doing fantastic. Oh my god, so you are oppressed by your chubby, but you need to go and rescue you. This is exactly what I was talking about. Of course I'm joking. So this is the description. This is teen 13 plus. So they get some close-ups, but nothing explicit is being shown. So the touching romance that inspired a hit live action film. So there is a film, if you like it. Hot-headed Kozuka Mitsuomi left his home in the country for a sophisticated life in Tokyo. Unfortunately, at age 25, he is fired from his job and returns home in disgrace. As he tries to rediscover himself, he meets Kuma Yamato, a man about his age who was adopted into his community while Mitsumi was away. The sweet and even-tempered Yamato is hiding his own pain, and as the two men connect, they start a journey together. So I really like this one. So we can even scroll through without worrying about some explicit scenes. And this is like going back to the roots of Japan, so how they live on countryside. If this is something what you like, if this is what you enjoy to see how it looks like, then that's the one. Also a little bit of farming. No worries, it's weekend anyway. Let this lady had a good time with her beer. That's true, that's true. It's Friday. We have weekend. I need to mow my lawn, cut grass in my backyard, and to be precise, because it's too big. So after this live stream, I'll do exactly that. What is your favorite BL anime? Maybe because of the sentiment, I would Junjo Romantica. I would go with this one. It was first one, I think, for me. So there's a lot of emotions. The soundtrack is really great. Also, I was going through a breakup at that point. So, you know, a lot of different feelings attached to this one. And I was also very young. I was 17 at that point. So this is how it looked like inside. It's a slow burner. They're trying to figure out their feelings. And it's, you know, it's a very sweet, very mild story. Yeah. So this is how it looked like. And there is a second book, which is Restart After Growing Hungry. So it's a follow-up story to the first one. And it's a little bit of a spoiler when it comes to description. Are we friends, lovers, or something more? Mitsumi and Yamato fell for each other beneath the endless and changing countryside sky. Now, as the days go by in the small town where Mitsumo was born and raised, and the foundling Yamato made his home, the two men are searching for the shape of their own happiness. God bless him. BL anime, none, only read manhwa. But you have to dive deeper. You cannot lag behind. My recommendation to start with BL animes, I would as always go with this one, which is the Other Worlds books depend on the encounter. Like this is a very mild one, but yeah, this is something. Oh, I can also give you all, because now during live streams we have more regular members of our community. So if you are looking also for, you know, something special, I would say this title is very special. What is the scariest manga you have? The scariest manga? I don't know. It's a tricky question. This one was a little bit scary because there was like a crime and so on, with New York. It's a very old one, very realistic one, so it's placed in real world, so everything like could happen, or maybe it was inspired. So there was this kidnapping scene, and it was kind of like, it was a real fear, because there's a zombie or vampire one, but they did not inspire fear in me. In this one, there is an episode where you really feel tense. Or Killing Stalking, Killing Stalking, like maybe the Killing Stalking is the first one. So New York is also really good one. This one I cried a lot. I gave a great review on Amazon because how good it was. So and it's a very realistic one, although it made me angry at some points because they were in a relationship, there was cheating, and then he forgave him. Like, oh my god, no. But that's the reality of LGBT relationships. Everyone is humping around. Can you show us page? I can show you a page, sure. The art is very distinctive because it's like old style. But it shows a little bit of like a 19th New York gay scene, how it looked like and how this worked. So it's a gay bar. He's looking for a hookup. Typical love story. One of them is a policeman. And the second one, I don't know what he's doing. It's been a while since I read it. I'm not showing anymore because, there's no sexy scene. But yeah, but you get a feeling of how it looks like. So if you're into men in not suits, but like police officers, so this is something you could enjoy. So this is our top and this is our bottom. So yeah, so this is, this is not something many people talk about, but I really like this one. It hits different. Maybe because it's very real-like. But moving on, now we have, I don't know if it's Omegaverse, I'm not sure. We'll see in a second what it is about. Your hand, okay, like this is how it looked like now. It's a little bit red because I was scratching it yesterday. I removed this upper layer, so it became a little more red, but it's, it's healing well, it's healing nicely. So thank you. Hopefully there won't be too big of a scar, but you can see I'm wearing white gloves, like I'm losing pigment in my skin. So that's why I have these white spots. Anyway, you have a cat. Yeah, get a job late. Well, yeah, I have this cat for quite some time, and it's a whole journey. Like I was cleaning my car because my lease for a car is finishing. I want to sell it, and I want I will be buying a new one. So I was using a Karcher, it's high pressure water, and I wanted to lift the wiper on the window, and I braced my hand with the water like under high pressure, and it kind of scratched the top layer of my skin. So it was a very interesting experience. Looking here now, everybody, 2 more films. Yeah, we will see. It's going good. Okay, so going with this one, Sweet Room Escape. What's the description? So, business or pleasure? Globe-trotting businessman Haruto has achieved the optimal formula for work-life balance: work hard and party harder off hours. With a hookup in each city, Haruto thinks he has it made. But en route to France, the hotshot meets his match in the gentle, winsome Albert. I don't know what that is. From an invitation to drinks to the best sex ever in a luxury suite, it's as if fate itself brought them together. But now Haruto can seem to escape that heavenly night and resume his carefully crafted, no-string-attached game plan, especially when Arbet seems to be plotting to capture Haruto's heart. So a little bit of slut story in this one. It's not an Omegaverse. So this is the first page. They look really nice. The colors are really good. I read it, but long time ago. First page is not for bigger audience. And this is what we have on the second page. Momo, hello, how are you doing? Yeah, so it's a little bit, people who made it, luxury life, over the top. Oh, okay. No, although I could show it. Okay, I can show it. So it's a little bit spicy, but no private parts are being shown, so that's fine. So YouTube won't ban me. So this is like you know, party hard. You know, I would die with this kind of lifestyle. I don't know how people do it, but it's just me. And yeah, he's totally my type. He's also my type, no worries. Okay, so this is France, suit in France. I was in France, in Paris many years ago. I visited Disneyland, it was amazing. Like I hate seafood, and there was like this rice with meat, and I was like, okay, I will eat it. And I was eating, and it tastes kind of funky. And I was like looking at this bigger plate with the rice and the meat, and I was like looking closer and closer, and I was like, is that a frog leg in there? And I was like, oh my god. And there was a shrimp, I think, also. And I was, oh no. What's also interesting in here, you can see their private parts, and I mean butt and penis, if that's something you would like to see. But the way they are stretching their butthole, it gives off vagina vibes. Vagina. Okay, so I can give you one more spicy scene in here. Because again, you can only sit a butt, and butt is allowed for everyone on YouTube. Yeah, so that's it for this one. This is the second cover for Sweet Room Escape. I would give it 7 out of 10. It was a funny read, a little bit spicy, a little bit, you know, brain rot, how they like to call it now. The illustrations are really nice. I really like the physique. So if you are looking for some hot smut, which is lightweight and no drama, then that's it. That's something for you. And if you are looking for a lot of smut, because there's a lot of smut in here. And now we move to another one, which is also very special and very good one. I read this one, I recommended this one, and this is the Demon Under the Waxing Moon. I really, 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 really like this one. It's a supernatural story. Characters are to my liking. It's a little bit of, I want to get it so bad, a little bit of reincarnation, and I see now that it's damaged in here. You can see like here, it's punctured, oh my god. But anyway, yeah, so I already recommended it on one of my channel, in one of my videos. So a demon's midnight snack. Minoru has spent his life attracting demons, but he's learned to live with their unwanted attention. That is until the night he rescues what appears to be a sickly stray dog, only to discover it's actually a demon in disguise. Stripped of his true name, the demon has been left powerless, a shadow of what he once was. To regain his strength, the demon binds Minoru into an unholy pact, one that demands more than just blood. Their nights together should be nothing more than transactional, yet as the demon's touch grows more possessive and Minoru's defenses begin to wane, something unspoken stirs between them. So the pact is about physical contact to replenish some of his power. And I won't tell you more about that, because again, it's really good and I don't want to spoil all the juicy parts. This is the illustration, how they look like. And let me show you a little bit inside. So those are the demons, the funny demons. Yeah, and this is like the story begins with our main character, because our bottom is main character, can see different type of demons, although I would say it's a little bit like yokai. Yokai in Japanese is also kind of demon, although Akuma is more demon than yokai. Yeah, so I enjoy this kind of stories. This one was really nice. So that's it for this one. Big recommendation, 9 out of 10 with this one. Then we move to Our Family Now and Forever. It's volume 1. Is there a volume 2? Let me quickly check. I need to see if there's a volume 2. Our Family Now and Forever, because I really like this one. Okay, please don't fall. Please don't fall. Okay. Let me quickly see if there's a volume 2. Our Family Together Forever, volume 2. Oh, Amazon. No, but this is like Australian Amazon. Okay, on my Amazon there's no volume 2. But is there a volume 1? Okay. Boys Love. Okay, I cannot find it. Our Family Now and for Our Family Now and Forever. Okay, I see volume 2. It is supposed to be released actually in 18 days, so in June. Okay, so let's add it to my wish list. So most likely I will purchase this month and we'll have it volume 2 on one of the books. Does that manga? Yes, it has. Yes, it has. It has. It says the kid is, I think, the sister child of the guy on the right, and they are a couple. They were a couple since, like, I think the one on the left was escort or slut, but somehow they started to meet with each other and became a couple. But let's see, because maybe I'm talking bullshit. That could be the case, but the kid is the sister child. So let's go to the description. So Yumi and baby makes 3. Naguru once lived a rough life as the leader of a... Oh, okay, I know, he was a gang leader. Getting into fights, the black-haired one was like a, you know, big boss. Everyone feared him, although his physique is, you know, quite delicate. A lot of sex. Less than the previous title, which not the previous one. Sorry, not the one. Sweet Room, Escape, have much more sex than this one. Although there are some scenes with them. Let's see inside the second. So Naguru once lived a rough life as the leader of a gang, getting into fights in order to protect his friend. His loved ones all admired his strength and kindness, but also worried that his dangerous lifestyle would get him killed. When Hirao first met Naguru, he didn't know about the man's gang affiliation. All Hirano knew in that moment was that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with Naguru. Thanks to Hirato's love, Naguru found a new path and a new future. Now the former gang leader is a devoted father, raising their adorable son, Toa, alongside the man who changed his life. Join this heartwarming family of 3 in an all-new BL series. It's a mature series, so that's how the story looks like. So I missed some facts or some made-up facts from my side, but it's another very cute story. And as it usually is with this kind of story, the kid is usually more into not blood related one. He's crazy about cars. So this is red flag to green flag. No, this one is not a red flag. It's always green flag. It's just, you know, the bottom, this one on the right, has a difficult, maybe not a difficult. It's interesting dynamic with this gang because they are not robbing anyone, they are not attacking anyone, they are not toxic. It's just he was in this gang because of his friends, and then because the top guy came into his life and, you know, showed him other way. So this is how it kinda like the kid is hilarious. The kid is hilarious. He's eating greens because the bottom encourages him. A lot of dirty, my personal candy. That title stands the man himself. Dirty XX. This is a title of some manga. The kid is super cute. He's selling. He's selling this, you know, title to me already. Oh, he also brings a flower. It's so cute. Oh my god. Oh, you know, this kind of mangas make me smile, and that's the big part of all of that. So the kid is interrupting some smut between them. Yeah, so they are not going so hard. Like later on, there will be more explicit situations, but the kid, you know, his kid is obsessed with like motorcycles and cars, so he gets in trouble because of that. There's like a pursue arc when they meet at the beginning, and you know he's getting beaten up, but he's persistent and he wins him over. So this is another strong recommendation. I would say maybe 8 out of 10 because the demon one is my top one. And moving on to the next one, which is 13 plus. This is Nagahama, to be or not to be. Lol, what? What you mean by that? And get a job, you lazy bum. Their friendship is changing with the tide. Nagisa may look like a delinquent, but he's just a typical teen trying to figure out what to do with his life. Nagisa's best friend Isa already knows what his passion is: fish. Isa often skips school to work at the Nagashima fish market, and the two friends hang out together near the ocean almost every day. When Nagisa suspects that Isa has a girlfriend, it turns his world upside down. Is Nagisa in love with his best friend, and could his best friend possibly love him back? The kids interrupt. Yeah, the kids interrupt. Like, you know, they are moving, waking up. It's a typical plot when it comes to these stories, that he starts to make noise and they stop because they notice that kid is awake. I did not read the one which I'm showing you. This one, I think I wanted to read it at some point, but I did not read it. Or at least I don't recognize anything inside. So small sample how it looked like. Yeah, so it's a slow burner discovering your real feelings. Maybe I will read it. We'll see. So that's the one. Then we have Love, a Kitten and a Salty Dog. It's a veterinarian story. I talked about this one, so I won't go deeper. I showcased this in one of my recent live unboxing. So it's the bottom guy who works at the cafe brings a cat to a veterinarian clinic, and this is the vet, and this is how they get closer to each other. Fluffy, nothing crazy type of story. Then I don't know if you'll make it through with this one, because I don't plan to go more than an hour today, and we are 51 minutes already in, so maybe there will be part 4 for this, because we go very deep in most of those chapters. You Are My Alpha. I remember this one to some extent. I kinda liked it. I usually like Omegaverse stories, but I don't know if this one was a toxic one. A toxic one in a meaning that the top is brain gaslighting the bottom, or creating circumstances around him, you know, to get them together, pretending that something is going on, but not. No, this is not the one, but I think this author has multiple stories. Not all of them are in print. Bye bye, get a job, lazy mom. See you next time. So You Are My Alpha. The cover looks really nice because I enjoy cherry blossom, and we have I think cherry blossoms in here. Yeah, we'll be finishing like about 10 minutes more. So 2 friends, 1 dream, and the moment that will change their relationship forever. Sunya and Ryota are honor students attending a prestigious high school exclusively for male alphas. And while their alpha nature places them at the top of the social hierarchy, these 2 friends hope to one day create new medicines that help omegas instead, and put an end to the discrimination they face. But everything changes in an instant when Shunya suddenly manifests as an omega himself and goes into heat. With his best friend now vulnerable to attack by their alpha classmates, will Ryota be able to protect him and realize their dream? So this is the premise of the story. Look at this mouth. It looks a little bit creepy. We can catch up next time. Yeah, so it's a school life with a twist of Omegaverse. Right now it's 6:25 p.m. 25 past 6 p.m. Yeah, so not much else to show in here. There was a question, someone asked me where I live, and I live in Poland, so this is the point of reference. Then we move to Training Mr. Sakurada. Very spicy cover. I don't think I read it. I'm not so much into the bondage situation, but I don't know why I purchased it. But if you are looking for a lot of smut or sexiness, I think this is for you, and you'll see soon. Oh, that's very late, Baju. PM, so it's nearly midnight, so I need to do those streams earlier so you can attend without any issues. I will call you later, I am a bit tied up. Sakurada Hajime is thirsty for a girlfriend and a good time. He can't get enough of women, even though they have been steadily losing interest in him since his playboy days in his 20s. The new junior in his department, Mibu Seichiro, is hogging all the babes and promotions and wars. He's such a great guy. Sakurada can't even summon any jealousy, but when Sakurada awakens in a love hotel all trussed up, it's Mibu who strolls through the door. He's got a shocking revelation and plans to ruin Sakurada's whole week with a marathon of kinky play and revenge. What's Sakurada to do, especially once he notices he's beginning to enjoy it? So this is the spicy one. I didn't know even I have this kind of type of story in here. So as you can see already cover, I think get a job lazy bum. This is something what you were looking for. So just look at this, what's happening in here. They have no shame. So this is the beginning of the story. Few first pages are safe. His elephant is a little bit tied up. Training Mr. Sakurada. Yeah. Okay, so this is the story, and let's go with one more or two more because they will be very quick. And then volume 4 we will start with this one, which is very interesting title, Entangled with You, The Garden of 100 Grasses. This is very cool one, but let's leave it for volume 4. We'll quickly go through over those two. Maybe let's go first with the Black Blood. I talked about this one also in details about big disappointments or something like that. It's a very futuristic story which question what is human when, you know, all your body parts are mechanical. So in case of the guy on the right side, he was an ex-soldier, now works as a bodyguard, security officer on remote planet, or goes to assignment on remote planet to protect a colony of scientists. And on the left side is the scientist. I was very hyped about this one because of this, you know, interesting dynamic, but it was not so over the top. It was kind of very mid, 5, 6 out of 10. So Ethan, Mihail, whatever. So Ethan is battle cyborg. So let's see where they will be meeting for the first time. Yeah, so this is, you know, Ethan in here and Mihail. Yeah, so this is this kind of type of story. If you want more details, you have to check other live. And now we move to Marriage to Kitsune-sama. Fantasy story. I liked it. So foxy husband ferishes hunger in the town of Hokutochu. A mythical tradition unfolds every few decades. A villager is selected to ascend the mountain and marry one of the alluring fox spirits who resides there. Ihano there's a glare and I cannot see the text. Ihano has longed to take on that role, and when his time finally comes, he eagerly climbs the mountain to meet his new handsome husband, Subaru. The captivated lord has been watching Ihano for quite some time and is pleased to receive his new spouse. But before this supernatural marriage can enter its honeymoon stage, Inaho discovers Subaru is cursed to devour his beloved, aka Inaho. Can they find a way to break the curse, or is this marriage doomed to end in tragedy? All 13, 17 plus. When will you be live again? If I don't have enough Amazon packages, the next live will be Friday, because I want to keep a cadence of Fridays booked for reviewing shelves, reviewing some specific teams, talking about some specific time. So I want to have every Friday, I want to have a stream based on what we already have in our library. On Wednesdays, I want to do unboxing streams when I have enough material to unbox, and that means free parcels. So free packages, which could translate to at least 3 titles, sometimes it's more. I will do unboxings, usually the same time slot, so because this is when it works for most people. So this is how it will look like. So for sure next Friday, maybe, but I don't think so next Wednesday, because I don't have many parcels coming in at the moment. Now, later, second half of June, this is where most titles will be released, and I'll receive more packages like Dangerous Convenience Store Volume 7, and I don't know what else I ordered. I'm still waiting for Day Off Volume 2, which should be already released, but yeah, lovely. And this is the last title, so let's take a look inside. So this is the art style, illustration at the beginning. The bottom is very petite in here, and that's not what I'm a fan of, but whatever. If I ate you up. But literally or metaphorically? Yeah, so this is the family. And this is how the place look like. Okay, so that's it for today. So there should be a new short released today. It's already out. It's about Coyote, volume 1, 2, 3 and 4. As always, please show it some love, because YouTube is still hating us. I don't know how it's possible, but we are losing subscribers, although there's a lot of materials being released, and we were growing like crazy for past few months, and now we are shrinking, but whatever. So thank you all for your time. If you have any last minute question, I can answer it, but if you don't, then that would be it for today. And in the meantime, thank you all for joining, supporting. I love the art style. The art style is really nice. It's really nice. Okay, so any last please like, subscribe, comment. I did not say that before, but yeah, I wish you a lovely weekend, lovely Friday, and all the best. So thank you all, and see you next time. Bye 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 bye.